One of the top migrant-friendly country has opened up their border. By migrant-friendly, I mean this country is welcoming to migrants, especially blacks, and they are ranked number 2 of the best country that is welcoming to migrants. So, I mean, that is why I'm talking about this country, because you need to move there. And they've launched 3 new visa category as the resident visa. So, it will go live in September. So, September is next month. Even if you want to go on a visitor's visa, student visa, work visa, I mean, you can go on this visa. That is what I'll be talking about in today's video. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name is Faith Ojone, and on this channel I talk about ways you can migrate and settle abroad. If this is the kind of content you like, hit the subscribe button to join the family. So without saying so much guys, let's get started. Countries are opening up their border now. They want to be culturally diverse so that migrants can come into the country and work, of course, because it will help the economy. Today's video is sponsored by drumrolls, Teddy Blake. Guys, today's video is sponsored by Teddy Blake. So we're going to unveil this handbag I got from Teddy Blake, since they are the sponsor of today's video. We're going to be unboxing this together. I've not seen it, I've not opened it. I mean, I love the packaging. Everything looking good. If you love premium Italian leather, then you would love Teddy Blake bag, because this bag is made from pure Italian bag. Oh my goodness, guys. Are you ready? Are you ready? 3, ta-da! Gorgeous. Ooh, this is a very luxurious handbag. Teddy Blake's handbags are made in Italy with the finest and detailed and durable leather. So this is like quality. This is luxury. I mean, there's no way you're going to step into a party with this bag and people will not know that you're carrying the best of the best. So guys, anyway, thank you so much Teddy Blake for sponsoring this video. So if you like this handbag, you can go check them out on their website. I'll leave the link in the description box below. The country I'll be talking about is no other than, drum rolls please, New Zealand. So I mean, if you're able to migrate to New Zealand, you're close to Australia. So if you like Australia, New Zealand and Australia are like brothers and sisters, so you can visit Australia and all of that. So New Zealand government announced details of 3 new resident categories that will make it easier for employers to hire and attract migrants for specific high-skilled, hard-to-fill occupations. The 3 new resident categories are straight to residents, work to residents, and highly paid. And this is the visa category that they will be introducing. So you don't need to spend 5 years. That is a good thing. If you're coming to the UK via the skilled worker visa, you're going to spend 5 years before you apply for residence. If you migrate via the work to residence, you're going to be in the country for 24 months. That's 2 years, but you need to be working. And after you've completed your 24 months, you can then apply for your residence. I'm going to be talking about the criteria, eligibility, and how to apply. So stick around. If you have not subscribed to the channel, this is the best time for you to support your girl. Hit the subscribe button and like this video. I mean, hit the thumbs up now. Come on, do it. Do it. Come on, you can. All right, thank you. Aside from these 3 new resident visa that they announced, there are other visa like the work visa, which is what I'll focus in this particular point. So now let's talk about how to migrate to New Zealand via the work. Okay, so it is perfectly acceptable and legal for you to apply for jobs before you get your visa. So employers generally understand the situation, and when you get a job, they will help you with your visa application. However, you cannot start working until you've been granted your visa and you move to New Zealand. So now employers in New Zealand understand the whole migrants coming into the country to work. So it's not going to be new to them. Once you apply for a job in New Zealand, they already know you require visa sponsorship. So if they are going to hire you, they will hire you and they will process your visa for you. If they're not going to hire you, maybe if they want people already living in New Zealand, then they will let you know. So I mean, I'm going to be listing job websites where you can search for jobs as an international candidate, and I'll also be talking about websites where You will get specific jobs. Maybe if you're in a particular sector, like a specialized sector, I'm also going to be sharing websites where you can search for jobs in those specialized sector. Employers in New Zealand are happy to consider people from overseas if there are no people in New Zealand to fill in the job position. For candidates who are searching for jobs in New Zealand, you can check work here and work in New Zealand. Some specialized sectors and professions have a dedicated website for them to search for jobs. So healthcare jobs have their own website, dairy farm jobs, education jobs, Crown Research Institution job, science jobs, engineering jobs, and all of those. I'll leave the link of this website in my description box below, so do check it out. For general job websites, you can check career.gov.nz. That is the New Zealand government website where you can search for jobs. So there are tons of vacancy, different industry and different sectors. So it is like a general website. And you can also check Trade Me Jobs. That's another website. All these websites, I'll leave it in the description box below so you can check it out. Also, they have recruiters who recruit migrants from overseas. If you're a skilled worker, there's a specialized online migrant recruitment service you can access. This is a free service. It matches skilled migrants and their partners with employers across New Zealand who need their skills. So all you need to do is register your CV with this recruitment website, search for jobs that they advertise by employers, and get started. So just register on the website. I'll leave the link of this recruitment website in the description box below as well. Also, you need to know that depending on your specialty, you may be required to register with a professional body in order to get a job and visa. In any case, getting a visa may be more straightforward if you are able to obtain professional registration in New Zealand. Some particular profession, you cannot practice them in New Zealand until you get your professional registration. I'll be listing some of these professions. Occupations that require professional registrations are architects, barristers, dentists, clinical psychologists. So before you can practice or work in this profession, you need to get your professional registration in New Zealand. Also, employers in New Zealand are used to the New Zealand National Qualification Framework, so which ranks qualification from 0 to 10. So for example, a diploma is either 5 or 6. A bachelor's degree is 7 and a doctorate degree is 10. So to determine whether an international qualification is comparable to the New Zealand qualification, it is also ranked using the framework. To live permanently in New Zealand, you will need a resident visa, and you can get this resident visa by either work, study, or own a business in New Zealand. So I'm not going to be talking about these visas in details. I'm not going to talk about the study visa or the business visa, so I'll just focus on the work visa. So I already spoke about how you can go about your work visa, the process, and all of that. So now let's talk about the eligibility and criteria for the 3 new visas that they're planning to launch in 2022 and 2023. The straight to resident and work to resident relate to the respective green lists, which allows employers to complete a job check for the accredited employer work visa. The straight to resident pathway will be ready for people to apply from 5th of 2022. The work to resident and highly paid pathways require people to have a job for 24 months, and this will be available for people to apply from the 29th September of 2023. Now let's talk about eligibility and criteria for straight to resident, work to resident, and highly paid. There are general application requirements for straight to resident, work to resident, and highly paid visa. So from the date you'll be applying for this visa, you must be 55 years or younger. You and your partner and dependent children aged 16 or over would have to meet the English language requirement. So you need to write an English language test. The third requirement is you and your partner, your dependents, will have to meet the health and character requirements for the resident pathway. To be eligible for the straight to resident visa, you must be employed or hold a job offer from an accredited employer. Your role must be under the tier 1 of the green list. You must meet the specific requirements on the list for your role. Your role must be full-time, at least 30 hours a week, genuine and permanent, or at least be a 12-month fixed term contract. Under certain circumstances, independent contractors are also eligible. For you to be eligible for the work to resident visa, you must be employed in a role under the tier 2 of the green list or hold an offer of employment. Then the second one is you must meet specific requirements on the list of the role. Then you must have worked for 24 months in New Zealand in the role and meet specific requirements under the tier 2 green list. Your employer must be accredited when you apply for the visa. The employment or offer of employment must be full-time, at least 30 hours a week, genuine and permanent, or be at least 12-month fixed-term contracts. To be eligible for the highly paid resident visa, you must be employed or an offer of employment in a role that is paid at least twice the minimum wage. That's currently is $55.52 an hour. So that will be around $110 per hour. You must be working for 24 months in New Zealand in a role that paid at least twice the minimum wage. Your employer must also be accredited when you apply for this visa. So these are the criteria and eligibility for you to apply for the straight to resident, work to resident, and highly paid resident visa. I'm going to leave the link of every single thing in my description box below. I mean, the New Zealand government website is so easy to understand. Every single information is there for you, and all this information is gotten from there. So if you want to get more details on how to migrate to New Zealand, head to their website. I'm going to leave the link in my description box below. Also, subscribe to my channel so that you do not miss any recent updates on how to migrate to any country of your choice. I mean, I'm no longer doing just UK now. We're going global. We are global now. Anyway, guys, we have come to the end of this video. If you have not subscribed, what are you doing? Come on, hit the subscribe button and give this video a like if you have still not liked the video. Tell me what you think in the comment section. So guys, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.